Hello, everyone. Coming from Dubai. I hope you're doing well from wherever you are. My name is Saran, and I am joined with my business peers and friends.
Hi everyone, it's Dorina.
Hi, good evening, everybody. It's Anna.
Hi everyone, this is Liz. Thank you once again for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us on this third episode of the season 4 of the Desert Girls Live. Yay! We are so happy to have you here with us, and I hope you're just gonna enjoy the episode as much as we do. Okay, so this season we decided to focus on our digital business. Okay, because hey, we are friends, but we are also business ladies, business women, and we are rocking it here.
Yes.
Yes, so on the first episode, we focused on what our business was, our digital business was about, what were the requirements, if you needed to have any prior experience to start, etc. So if you are really curious to know about it, please go back to the replays and watch the first 2 episodes and leave your comments. We will be so happy to read you guys. Okay. So tonight we'll be continuing on on another set of 5 FAQs related to our digital business. Okay. So we just gonna go ahead and have the first question answered. So the first question we are asked the most often is if we need to sell anything on this business. What do you girls have to say about that?
Yes. So that's the most common question, I think. For I would say no, I don't need to sell anything because honestly, ladies, I wouldn't be in this business if I needed to sell anything. I am the worst salesperson ever. Whenever I try to sell something, I end up giving the item at a bargain price. I'm not that kind of businesswoman. I think I would lose my business if I did that. Yeah. So yes, there is no selling involved in our digital business. Anybody
That's true.
else?
Yes.
That's true.
What?
And persons can also go to our respective business pages and they can check out our business pages and you'll see that we have never posted anything about any products, any inventory or anything like that. So yes, we do not sell anything.
All right, I think what I would like to add to that is, just emphasizing the word that we don't do any selling ourselves. Okay, so if there's anything that's being sold, we have a system, a proven and tested system that does the actual selling for you. So it's not like a traditional business that I have to personally knock on doors, chase people, offer the product to my friends, my family, and they would just be, ashamed not to buy anything from me. I hate that feeling,
Yes.
Yes.
because like Anna, I also don't have the sales gene. I mean, a lot of people out there are really good at selling, the traditional selling, but I think it's not for everybody, right? Which I think is
Yes.
fair because not everything can be done by everybody, right? So the great thing for us is we have found this business, the people like us who don't like that selling, and it's working for us. So if you are like us who don't like to do that type of selling, then check out this business. Right, ladies?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. I am that kind of person. I don't like selling at all. And if this business required selling, as Anna said, I wouldn't be in it. That's for
Yes.
sure.
That's right.
I suck at selling. And that's
All of us.
that's the word for it. And I don't like uh going I don't like bugging people, or I feel like I'm
Mhm.
bothering people actually when I try to
Yes.
sell them things.
Yes.
So it doesn't fit my personality. So yes, this is like a straight answer. No, you don't need to do any kind of selling in this digital journey. So yeah, that's
That's
an
right.
easy one here. So let's move on to the second question. um
Oh, before that, we can say, oh,
Oh,
say,
sorry.
there's someone saying hi
We
to
need to
us.
read the
Yes.
Yes, we have
Hello, who's this?
Shay.
Hi,
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 Shay.
Shay.
Hi.
Shay
Hi,
is
how are
in
you?
Chicago, I think. Hi, Shay. Thanks
Hi,
for
Shay.
So, good
watching.
morning in Chicago.
Good morning. Oh, and it's also good morning
Good
from
morning
Lubille
from
Lucille.
from
Alberta.
Hi,
Canada.
Yeah.
Lucille. How are you? Thanks
Hi.
for watching.
Mike
Hi.
says
Mike
hello.
been Michael.
So Mike
Hi,
is
how are you?
Nice.
Mike must be somewhere in the
Watching.
east. He's good evening.
Ah,
He
yep.
might be here. Hi,
Okay,
Mike.
and this is Anna Banana gives away my. So yes, as you can see, I
Hi,
am not a
Dean.
business person. I just give away things. Okay, he looks like he's a salesperson. I can sell
Yeah.
I
snow
can
to
sell snow to
Eskimos.
Eskimos. Well, Dean is one of those who have actually the selling gene. You can sell anything to anybody. So good for you,
Yes,
Dean.
good for you, Dean.
So
Funny.
let's move on to the second question. So, do I need to do live videos?
Okay,
What do
so
I
let
need
me
to do
take
live
this.
videos?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let me take this question. So, we'd like to say that this is not a business requirement at all. Okay, doing live videos is not a requirement for you to run a digital business like us. However, we chose to do live videos like this because number one, it gives us the chance to connect with our audience, you who's watching us, or those who are going to watch the replay, to get to know us. We are in the digital era. A lot of people are on social media, and for us,
Mhm.
we are using this platform to reach out to you, to get to know us a little bit. Because if we're going to be business partners, it would be great to get to know who you're working with, right?
Mhm.
And I think it also showcases the personality and the authenticity of this business. Like, we are real ordinary people just running a digital business. So if you can relate with us, if you can relate with our story, we are best showing it through live videos like this. What do you say, ladies?
True. Well
Yes,
said.
Well
I
said.
definitely agree. I definitely agree. And I think this is more of a personal question as well. It really depends. Some people are very like at ease, doing live videos. Some others don't. I can share with my experience that after starting this business, maybe it took me maybe 6 months to really do live videos because I was uncomfortable. And even posting like pictures on social media was a big thing for me. So doing live videos was like another step, a big step for me. But let me tell you that after I started these live videos, things changed for me. I am so at ease in front of the camera. I found out that I could do and I could achieve anything that I put my mind into. So it was like a big like revelation for me actually.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I have to say. So it's really personal, and you don't have to. Some people only do what they are, at what they are at ease of doing, and others, it really depends. Really depends. What do you think, Anna?
Yeah, actually, you guys said it all. No, you don't have to do live videos. Like I have nothing to add to that. Like it's very well said by you guys.
Yeah.
How
Terena?
about you,
No?
Tarina?
Yeah, that's
Tarina's
so
big on video.
that's so true. And as Saran says, it's a personal thing. It's what you're comfortable doing, and
Yeah.
that's another based on your experience, Saran. That's one of the benefits, that we will get from this business. It not only allows you to develop personal skills such as presenting, it also builds your confidence and self-esteem as well. So that's a
Mhm.
plus.
Absolutely.
That's a big
Absolutely.
plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? I'd like to add, like, I think earlier Liz said that it's the authenticity of it. Like, we want to
Yes.
be authentic to our viewers and followers. But also, I think since we want to be authentic to the digital platform, to the social media platforms as well. I mean, that's one way for them to see that we're actually real people, not only to the people following us, but to the platform itself. That's the one thing I remember someone saying in the business in our community.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, do we have any comments there? Any new comments that we can read? Yes. Hey, hi,
Yes.
Christian.
Hello, Ian.
Hi,
Good
hi.
evening.
Good evening. How
Make
are
sure you
you?
say hi over there, Ian.
Hi.
Good
Oh, Ayin is
Eileen.
evening.
still awake.
Oh,
Hi,
Ayin.
Ayin.
Ah,
Ayin.
where is
She's
she?
watching from the
Where is she from? Is
Oh,
Philippines.
it
watching from
Ah,
the
I see
Philippines?
there.
Philippines. I
Okay.
thought Canada.
Ah, that's
Ah,
great.
Sweet.
thanks,
Okay.
Ayin.
Thanks for watching.
So, let's move on to the third question. Do I need to speak English? Well, let me take this one. As you may have noticed, English is not my first language. I am, my first language is French, but I am comfortable speaking in English. Sometimes I do, some words coming into French and I try to, it depends, but I can say that you need some basic of English in order to do this business because the whole training is in English. You don't have to have a PhD in English,
Mhm.
that's for sure. But as long as you can read and understand what you are
Understand English.
reading,
Yes.
that's it. So that's for me. That's it for me. I don't know what about you guys, what you think, but yeah.
Yes, that's it. You have to have basic knowledge of English. You're
Yeah.
able to correspond with not only the training but also your viewers or interested persons.
Yeah.
That you will come in contact with as well.
Yeah.
So basic English is a must.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we also like to mention in here is, aside from the basic understanding or comprehension of English, we also encourage you to speak. You can use your actual native language. If you're a native French speaker, you can actually use your native language. For us, we're Filipinos, so we use Tagalog or any local dialects because, your business is your own, right? You have your own branding, you have your own target audience.
Mhm.
So if you feel like you'd prefer to target mostly Filipinos, maybe I don't know, those living in the south, then you can actually do that. And of course, you would have that advantage if you actually speak the local dialect, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
English is the
True.
universal language, like Saran is saying. Our
Yes.
training is in English, but I understand that many additional languages has is being added to it,
Mhm.
one by one. But still,
Yes.
the basic understanding of English is it's very important. But don't let that stop you. Okay, so
True.
local dialect is also very, very useful. So
True.
again, yeah.
And I know a lot of business owners in our community. They are killing it in this business, even though they speak a little bit of English because they use their own language, their own dialect to connect with their people. So
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, which is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. And as Ali said, English is an universal language. So, and since we have a global community, it's good to be able to communicate with everyone, right? So,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Right.
definitely English is a big, big plus.
Mhm.
That's
So next,
Absolutely.
we have Alex here and Jackie. Hi,
right. Hello,
Alex. How are
Alex
you?
and
Hi.
Jackie.
Thank you for joining us.
Happy
Oh wow.
Faces Academy. Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Watching from Tarina's country,
Yeah.
Jamaica,
Thank
while
you for joining us.
multitasking.
Multitasking.
Wonder.
Well,
All
she was
right.
multitasking last week as well. She seems to
Oh,
be
yeah.
multitasking at this time of the day. Well, that's great, Sarah. Let's move on to the next question, which is, do I need to hold inventory?
Okay, so I can take this question because I can really relate to it because my background is retail and distribution.
Mhm.
So for us, we mentioned earlier in question number one that we don't do the selling ourselves. And this is connected with this question number four, do I need to hold inventory? The answer is no, you don't need to hold inventory,
Mhm.
which also means you don't need to hoard products to keep for yourself, to stock and then resell. Okay, so we don't do that. I know other businesses do that. They require you to buy, say, a package of goods that you have to keep to
Mhm.
yourself and then resell.
Yeah.
Our business model is not like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so any product that will be sold, we have partnered with our company, and they do all the holding and the shipping of the product itself. So I don't keep products with me here.
Yeah.
So everything that needs to be sold is with our supplier. Okay, so you don't need
Yes.
to worry about shipping, about storage costs, about inventory. So
Yes.
none of your capital are stuck like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which is a very big difference from many of the businesses I can see that are also operated online,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah.
very, very different
Yeah.
from our business
True.
model. Okay.
Because like here in Dubai, like we live in a one bedroom apartment. Where will I stock these products? Under the bed, above my head? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so space is actually like, and I say space is quite precious, you know. Not
Yeah.
everyone actually lives in a one bedroom. Some lives in just a bedroom or a
Yeah.
smaller area, right? So we
Yes.
cannot really afford to use that living
True.
space as
Mm-hmm.
storage space for your
True.
products. So
Yeah.
True.
that is another one big thing for our business. We don't hold
Mhm.
inventory. Okay.
Anything to add, Terena? Because they have both perfectly answered this
Yes.
question that I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
That's good.
Well, that's great. Okay, let's move on to the final question, which is yes, do I need to be tech savvy?
Oh, no. I'll take that question. You do not need to be tech savvy at all. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to have prior knowledge, as we said in previous episodes about technology or using
Mm-hmm.
technical devices in order to be successful or even to run this business or even to start this business. We have a system that is super friendly. It is easy to follow and it goes step by step. Okay, if you cannot type on the keyboard with two hands, you use the one hand and you take a little time and you go. Video, you pause the video, get your notebook and say, okay, step one, step two, then you go
Yeah.
back. This is how easy your system is. You don't have to be tech savvy. Yes, it is online. Sometimes when persons hear about online business or digital business, they think of, oh my, I have to have this experience. I have to know to
Mm-hmm.
do this. No, just come as you are. Make sure you have Wi-Fi, you have a device, whether it's a smartphone, a laptop, and the system is so easy for you to follow. And it's a system that allows you to do it on your own timing as well. Okay, I can tell you guys a little joke. When I started Teachers College about 9 years ago, when I had my first email, I was giving my group my email address and I put the password there as well.
Oh.
Yes, because that's the first time I
That's
saw
so
it.
funny.
Like that's just 9 years ago. So I've come a far way in terms of using technology. So
Oh
no,
my
you don't have to be
goodness.
tech savvy.
Yeah.
What about
And
you,
That's
Anna? Do you have anything to
yeah,
add?
no, nothing to add there. But no, I just wanted to relate a story that I heard before. Like we do have even, I think, was it, how old is like the oldest digital business owner that we have?
I
Like,
know who you're
was
pertaining
it
to, Debbie, right?
60, 50, or
Yes.
70s? She's in her
Yeah, I
70s,
was gonna
and
tell the
she
same
was
story. Yeah.
she was telling us, or telling the community, that when she started this business, she didn't even know how to change her picture on Facebook. Some people don't even didn't even have social media. She didn't know how to change her picture. She didn't know how to do anything, so she left it alone, and she got successful through that. I mean, it's like, don't let it complicate your life. Like,
No.
keep it simple. The simplest means also.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we are in the digital age. Actually,
Mhm.
my young niece and nephews can actually operate a laptop on their own, a tablet on their own. So how much more us in this age and time, right? So there really is no excuse. Like Terina is saying, our training is amazing. I mean, even for
Yes.
us that we've been on Facebook, we know how to use an email. There's still a lot of learnings that we have benefited from this business. And
Yes.
these trainings, like we said, are fully accessible by us as business owners, and by members of the community. So, it's not just financial improvement in our lives. It's also professional development. It's also personal development. So a
Yes,
lot
so
of that comes in the package when you become business owners like us. So yeah, definitely worth checking out.
That is so beautifully said, ladies. So I don't think that I have anything to add. And as Terena said, our training takes you through step by step. It's so clear and simple. And
yes.
most of the training is video based as well, short and sweet video based tutorials that will just show you how to do things, how to make you be comfortable in all these platforms that we work on and what we use. So as the girl said, you don't need to be tech savvy at all. So this comes to the end of these FAQs. I don't know if we have any more
Yes, I think we
comments
have.
to share here. Oh,
I,
hi,
Yeah.
I
hi,
do keep
how are
sharing.
you?
Thank you for
Thank you. We
joining.
will keep sharing. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank
This is
you.
a
Thank you.
business partner
Thank
living
you.
in Canada as well.
Thank you.
Alex and
Share.
Jackie.
Thank you so much, Alex and
Thank
Jackie.
you.
Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you.
Alex and Jackie's
They're
from the
watching from the
UK.
Oh,
Watch
that's
UK. All right.
music.
beautiful.
We are
Thank you so
Mhm.
much.
international today. And we have a last one.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi,
Giselle.
Hi,
Giselle.
Giselle.
All from
Thank you for
Thank
Canada.
you
watching.
so much for watching.
All right. Oh,
And there's
and
another one here, Anila George. Hi,
Anila.
Hi,
Anila. How are
Anila.
you?
Anila.
Nice to
Thanks
have
for
you here.
watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have reached the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave us your comments. And if you enjoyed it, like it and share it with anyone that might be interested in this digital journey. So we
Mhm.
are here. We'll be happy to help. We'll be happy to answer all the questions that you
Yes.
may have, or some questions that we might not have answered.
Mhm.
So, and we hope to see you next week, same time, same day, on for the fourth episode
This
of
is
this Desert Girls
this
Live
girls
show.
live.
All right.
Okay.
So
Good
thank you very much, and God
Thank you,
bless you
everyone.
all.
Thank
Thank
Thanks.
you.
you. Thanks,
Bye.
Thanks,
everyone. Good night.
everyone.
Good
Good
night,
Thank you for
ladies.
night.
tuning
Bye.
in.
Bye.
Good night,
Thanks for
ladies.
watching.
Bye. Bye.